You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. At the garden center, we're getting a lot of deliveries coming in, plants coming from the farm, and we're focusing very specifically on evergreens, plants that are big, full, living Christmas trees. So they're perfectly shaped spruce. Some of them tiny, they're dwarfs. They only get 10, 12 feet tall. Some of them get huge, like Colorado spruce. They'll get up to 50 feet tall and everything in between. Pine trees. I've got some weeping spruce. If you like weepy, droopy, flowing down, I've got a weeping, it's called Angel Falls pine tree. Very cute, very unusual. But we focus on the evergreens right now. The reason I bring that up is not to push evergreens, but if you were thinking of or you're contemplating a privacy hedge, your neighbor just got a brand new hot tub and they're out there every other night. Sometimes they get a suit on, sometimes they don't. You just never know. And I don't want to see that. If you want to block that off, your neighbor's got a beautiful new RV they just parked in there right next to your house. You want that thing to go away. Living green walls make that go away. Why do I mention that now, this middle of autumn? Well, this is the time you want to plant those. Whether it's a big hedge of red tip photinias, elaeagnus, privets, or a large tree like a juniper, cypress, cedars, firs. These are all big, thick evergreens. And a lot of them, they don't grow that first year. They need to root. That's why it's so good to plant them now. The soil is still very warm. You can put them in the ground. They're going to root out, and you're setting the stage for better, more extended spring growth next year out of them. So you can get more plant for the money. Yes, I would love to come sell you a bigger evergreen in spring. But I think you could downsize you can make your landscape dollars go farther by planting a smaller size now, having it root out, and then it will flush, come back to new life. The end of March, April is when most evergreens start to elongate their new candle growth. You only get to grow one time. So most conifers, these are evergreens, things with needles, they push their growth in spring, and then that's it. And so if you put them in now, you get to take advantage of that new growth. If they're at the farm, I'll push them out and really try to trim them, try to get them going, really get the size up, and then I'll mark the price up because I've held on to them for another year and they're looking really good. Well, to my friends, you can make your landscape dollars go farther by planting a little bit smaller size, putting that row of plants in. They're going to elongate, and then by this time next spring, there'll be a living wall sitting there, not your neighbors sipping tea, watching you in your living room or whatever. So this is a great time. You can plant now. Here's the mistake many people make. So they plant now. Fall is for planting. Autumn is a good time. You hear this all the time. And it is, unless you plant something, water it in really good, turn your irrigation off, and then that plant's got to go without any care through winter. That's a big blunder because we can have very long spells of no water. If you're watering plants a couple times a month now through, let's say, March, the growing season, it takes off really in April. If you're watering, I turned my irrigation system off, Ken. I can't do that. Well, your grandparents used a hose. Just drag the hose out there, a watering can. Just a couple times a month really keeps them rooting, takes the edge off, really it sets the stage for some tremendous growth next spring. If you need help with that kind of stuff, let us know. Bring a picture, a quick measurement, and we can help tell you how many of these evergreens you need to make a living wall. All right, that's it for this show. Throughout the week, Lisa and I camp out at Waters Garden Center. We love talking to fans of the show. Waters Garden companion plants for November are Vanderwolf pine, flowering pear, English ivy, and camellias.
Ice Angel camellias produce amazing 3-inch rosy blossoms with petals that radiate out from the center of.
Camellias deserve front yard status or admired on a patio or deck.
Well adapted to acidic soils beneath oaks, native junipers, and maples.
Loves shade gardens, containers, and raised beds.
Shop in-store or online at watersgardencenter.com.
For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.